Welcome everyone. These are the new magical tools that I got at the psychic fair that I went to over the weekend. This is my new selenite wand. I haven't bought one this big since I was in Australia. And then I got a chicken like you rake the negative energy off and stuff like that. So I added the sacral chakra layering to this like big healing piece that I've been posting about, and it was releasing all of this negative like sensual sexual like traumas and releases and stuff like that. So like you use this little guy to like rake that shit off. I don't have to do this on my own. I don't have to do it on my own. We've got the magical tools. So I thought I would open with some magical tools on our talk about Pluto in Aquarius. Aquarius. Honest to God, I had the image in my head the other day. I was doing one of my new moon videos, and the phrasing for the parable or metaphor, I guess you could say, for Pluto going into Aquarius is wherever this falls in your chart, and just as a human collective, this is us opening the door into Oz. Pluto in Capricorn, in my view, was like, being in the tornado since, 2008, financial systems, all these different things, the top-down structures, all the negatives of top-down authority, all of those Capricorn things, really were shake, rattled, and rolled. And so from now, we're only getting a preview of Pluto going into Aquarius. This happens tomorrow, and it stays in Aquarius until, I'm looking at my chart, June, so the 11th of June, it retrogrades back into Capricorn, and then it won't go fully into Aquarius until, I think it's December of 2024. So we're getting a little preview. And so we're going to see a little bit more of general themes for the collective start to play out. So let's think of, or let me go back. Where does this fall in your chart? Where is Aquarius in your birth chart? What does that mean to you individually? And I always look at like the micro first and then the macro, because if I look at what's happening in the entirety of the world, we're talking about like interplanetary communications, we're talking about galactic healing, we're talking about like complete, alien disclosure, but also in every single sense, like love-filled connections in a brazen way with beautiful beings that have access to healing technologies beyond our human brain's understanding. Us as consciousnesses, we came to this planet to kind of say, how do I play? How do I do this? Can I be in a dense reality and figure things out, for lack of a better terms, for just like this general video? So beings within other areas of the universe, every other place aside from planet Earth, which is a school, have access to technologies that are millions of years beyond what our brains can understand. They've had millions of years to study love, to study healing, to study communications and technologies. So there's no fear up there. So if you see anything that's really divisive, the fear is on the planet. Like the issues and like the bad guys are on the planet. Anyone off of the planet, if it was a negativism, they would have like pressed that button and been like, we're done with these guys a long time ago. We can't fly, we can't do much as like these dense little nuggets down here. So if it was a negative coming from above, and that's just common sense. That's just common sense. The bad guys are on the planet here with us. They're disguised as the ones in charge. So just like use your discernment. I'll just leave that there. But this is an exciting transit. So I'm going to reference something that was in a video that I'll put the link below. It was David and Pam. I'm chatting with them about them like I know them. These are, YouTubers, and he's a plant alchemist and she's a brilliant astrologer. Like these aren't my friends or anything like that, but I'm gonna reference them. This is David and Pam, and they were chatting the other day about the solstice that we just had and a few different things, and just their brilliance, absolutely brilliant beings on this planet. And so he referenced something that I thought was so fascinating, that 200 years is give or take 7 generations, and generational curses usually last for 7 generations. So a lot of generational ancestral curses are going to be ending with this transit of Pluto going to Aquarius. So tomorrow, the 23rd of March, 2023, which just happens to be my birthday, I'm just going to plant that seed here that tomorrow on the 23rd of March, 2023, before you do anything, ask yourself, what would Sarah do? Be the most authentic you could possibly be. Be kind. And just fucking vibe. Just fucking vibe. That'd be amazing. Thank you. I'd appreciate that. I appreciate you. I love you. So tomorrow, the 23rd of March, 2023, those are also, we're going to look, I wanted to bring angel book, angel number book, because everything is connected. 323, let's look at what that says. Ascended masters are with you to remove all blockages and challenges on your pathway so you can live fearlessly. I know. Can't make this up. Can't make this up. That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Yep. So that's exciting. That's pretty cool. So let's look and see where this falls in your chart. You know, for me, this is happening in my 3rd house of communications. Where's my wand? I can't. Oh, you made the bottom. I wasn't including the chart in the video, but since it's right here. Communication, language, early childhood learning, short trips, and like the immediate people in my life. The immediate people in my life, my everyday community. So Pluto and Capricorn went from my 2nd house into my 3rd house. So like most of you know the financial journey that I was on, that I've been on. I mean, I bought a house when I was like 22 with my ex. I mean, like I've gone through that to being almost homeless, to getting the 10 by 10 storage unit, like the whole thing. And, you know, with Pluto being in my 3rd house for so long, let me see, I think I can kind of show you a little bit. Pluto transited my natal moon. So every single thing about my intuition, who I am, absolutely just completely exploded exponentially and transformed in a way that I went from having shut off my intuition to being able to connect. In this moment right now, I could probably throw like 5 different multidimensional screens, if not like if they're my own past lives, probably upwards of a dozen. But if I'm trying to look at like all different things, I'm going to say right now, like 5. That's wild. As I'm creating this video at the same time, like the power of our human brains, this reptilian brain is limitless. So we're going to go back to Pluto. So we'll see, this is Capricorn right here. So in 2008, Pluto transited my natal Neptune and then my natal moon. Natal Neptune, many a times, I was like, you can trust this. This is the best idea. Magic is on your side. No. For my greatest good. I've never been more grateful for these transits. And now Pluto's going to be right here, and it's going to transit my IC and my natal Venus. So, and this is a 20-year transit. So my relationships are going to transform. The way I communicate is just going to blossom. But also because Pluto is my chart ruler, because I'll show you. My ascendant is conjunct Pluto. My ascendant is Scorpio, which is run by Pluto and Mars, but it's conjunct Pluto in the 12th house. So literally I exist as a transformational being. Yeah. I know. Who would have thought? And now Pluto's done this. And now Pluto's down here. About to go here. So Pluto will be in my house of communication over Venus, and they'll go that way. So what do all these things mean? It means that what I am looking forward to is a transition of, maybe more galactic communication. When Pluto transited over my natal moon, my intuition blossomed. I've had downloads before, I started channeling before, and literally they told me, and I've referenced this in a few videos, they were like, you are on like an interplanetary communications team. Like, how cool would that be? How cool would that be? If I get to chat with other beings on other planets, that would, and that they're my close one-on-ones. Super duper cool. But so when you look at Pluto going into Aquarius, we can look backwards 200 years ago. That was, the American Revolution. I think, they like pulled some monarch out and beheaded them in some other place. We can look into that. Astrology is just, history, math, and patterns. We always look back. But then, we have to really acknowledge like the solar flares and, we're receiving more energy and awareness and galactic information. Like this is like scientific documented information. Like that's not my language, but so we have to put that lens over it. And then we have to also look forward, moving into the new age of Aquarius and looking into like put a film of the Jetsons over it, going into a space where we don't understand. But again, let's take away the lens of fear. Because usually that's the only thing that makes us, how do we get excited about this instead of afraid of it? There should be no fear. And that word should. There is no fear. I'm sorry, I know there's sound, but I have the windows open. It's just, it's spring and it's finally time. So I'm getting some air in the house. It's lovely. It's just lovely. But so how can we look to, let me rephrase, if you're here with me in your own respective world, you have felt a little bit like Dorothy in the house. And you've been just going through this whirlwind and what the fuck is going on, and you're in the tornado and you're all over the place and what is happening? But maybe for the past, year, 6 months or so, you've been just like, okay, I can see out the windows that it's Oz. I know that there's a new world out there. I can kind of see it. I see it in my mind's eye. I see it in my dreams. I see it, when I'm in vibrations with good people and I'm just feeling great. I see this new world. I see this 5D world outside my windows, this Oz, where there's all this galactic colors and it's just incredibly amazing and there's just goodness and everybody's nice and like just gets it and vibes. I see these glimpses of it. I'm seeing it out the windows of my mind's eye. With this Pluto transit, God is going to start putting doors in front of you where all you have to do is reach out and open it. And there will be no question, my dear. It will be magical, beyond magical, but with love, with reverence. It will not be scary. Yes, there are lions and tigers and bears, portions of this world. Yes, there are scary moments, but these big transits, these big, exciting new pathways for us should not be scary, are not scary, should. So ask yourself, my dear, what trinket would you like to put in your pocket that you can take from your house? What basket? Fill your basket with a few things. Dorothy had a basket with her. What will you take with you into the new world? I will always have a chalice. I will always have a cup with me. I will always have my cards. Where are they? We'll always have a few books. I mean, it's just rocks and stones and crystals. I mean, I'm a Mary Poppins. Thank you. Bless you. Bless you. Soft control. There's no fear. There are two infinity symbols. There's one here, and then one that is the wreath around her waist and around the neck of the lion. Can we decide? Can we choose to lead with our heart and open the door instead of close ourselves off? From the safety of our balcony, the world can seem small, but you are a leader, my dear, and are needed out in the world. This is the Scorpio card, which is a Pluto card. We must... Death finds us all. Do we face it as the priest? What can I offer you to have a seat next to your table? As an exasperated woman who says, oh my gosh, I had no idea this was coming. Girl, none of us get out alive. We leave this body. Or can we view this transition with the excitement of a child, ready for whatever comes? Because the white rose of death is behind everything. There are many gifts for us coming, my darlings. Many gifts. Happy Pluto and Aquarius transit. Please comment below with any questions you may have. Where is Pluto in your chart? Where is Aquarius in your chart? What's happening within those transits for you? What's going on in your world? Please comment and share below, and please like and subscribe. Please share this with anyone who's interested in astrology and wants to apply some of these understandings into their everyday life. That's kind of a little bit more of the amalgamation of what I do. It's not just astrology or just tarot or just leadership or just personal growth and development. It's everything. It's everything together in a creative way. I love you. Have a beautiful day tomorrow.